Hey everyone, she was Cuddly, Kitwana. Quite a while back, in episode number 55, over a year ago, I did for you this huge 31-inch Star Wars action figure of Luke Skywalker. And since I really love action figures of this size, this did not remain my only one in my collection, which is that tall. So what I have for you today to take a look on is this one here. The most classic action hero that any child could think of is here. Superman in all of its glory. 30 inches tall, from 2006. Made by Mattel for the Superman Returns movie, which was the sixth and final installment of the classic Superman movie series. Take a look at the boxed figure and you can see it comes in this fantastic display box. Shows the figure really well, and we can see here on the bottom the Superman Returns logo and artwork of Superman himself. On this side it says 30 inches tall, that's 76 centimeters. And it's actually a difference. If you remember, this Luke Skywalker action figure is actually 31 inches, and that's a difference. It's a difference in licensing. Some toy companies only own the license for action figures up to 30 inches for some franchises. And especially Tag Specific, they do not own the license for 30-inch action figures, so they got around that with making action figures that are 1 inch taller. This Mattel action figure here is 30 inch, but not much of a difference, of course, when we put these two together, as you will see later in the video. But back to the box. On this side it has a little description of the movie, and it says, after several years, Superman returns for an epic battle to save Earth from the evil plans of Lex Luthor. Okay, that's about the shortest possible synopsis for the movie. But what's best on this box is not only that it displays the figure really well, but also take a look on the back. It comes with an entire poster that spans across the entire surface of the back part of the box, and it has the Superman Returns logo on the upper right, and fantastic artwork of Superman flying across Metropolis here. Great likeness of the character. Fantastic job by the graphics team at Mattel. And they actually encourage you to cut this poster out along the lines here. That you can see there's a yellow line printed all the way around. Great way to recycle this box for another use. And they even took that much care that they printed all the legal stuff on the bottom, so nothing is interfering with the fantastic poster on the back. But now it is time to free Superman from his cardboard cage, and we want to see what this figure is all about. So I'm cutting the twisty ties. Alright, make sure that you got a really strong pair of scissors to cut through the wires, and also make sure that you cut the threads that holds the tape in place. And then we have our Man of Steel here. And I said we can take the box for the poster. Put this here. I definitely will not throw this away into the trash. And even less so, I will not throw this action figure away because take a look at this. This is certainly one of the most classic toys of Superman that you could think of. If you love Superman, then you really have to watch out for this figure and add it to your collection. Let's take a close look at this superhero by starting from the top on the head. You can see he's got the black hair, the authentic hairstyle as seen in the movie with that little strand being molded here on his forehead, and it's actually attached to his forehead, so make sure that you do not whack this off in any way, otherwise this figure will have a hole in its head, or at least a very serious mark. It's actually probably glued onto his forehead, that little strand of hair. And let's take a look at the head of this figure in general. I would say this is a pretty good likeness of Brandon Routh, the actor who was portraying Superman in Superman Returns, who at that time was 25 years old when he had that role. So of course it is not an action figure on Hot Toys or Sideshow level, but for this size and this simplicity of an action figure, I think Mattel did a very good job with the likeness. You can see he's got blue eyes, and I wish they would have blessed his lips a little bit. They are left unpainted, but another great feature of the head is that it's not only able to turn around, but also tilts forward and backward a little bit, so that gives the figure some personality when you are displaying it. I like to have him look up to the side like this, for example. That's really, really cool. Plastic is rather shiny that they used for the head. And now that we've seen the head, let's go further down on his body. You can see the iconic Superman logo on his chest, which is actually molded into the plastic. You can actually feel it. It's not just painted on, it's actually molded, as are the muscles and everything. Fantastic molding job by Mattel. And then further down we have his yellow belt with the Superman logo again, and painted on red, shall I say, underwear. And then further down the legs are molded fantastically as well, very accurate to the true character, all the way down to his boots, his red boots. And take a look at the bottom of his soles and the back of his shoes. He has the Superman logo incorporated really nicely there. Great attention of detail from Mattel. And on the back, he does have, of course, his iconic cape. The fabric is somewhat thin, but it is sturdy enough. It will withstand some play without ripping too fast or tearing too fast. You can see back here, the figure does have screw holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Actually way too much of them. I counted a total of 25 screw holes across the entire back but that's still okay since the long cape covers pretty much all of them very nicely. I'll make sure that the cape always stays clean, and this is a fantastic figure. And we got to take a look on the articulation as well. So we have 8 different points of articulation on this figure. I already showed you the head, which can go around and tilt forward and backward and a little bit to the side. And then we have articulation on the shoulders. Raise his arms like this and assume the classic flying pose like this, of course. Wow, this is... Take a look at this massive size. I'm so blown away by that. You can assume flying pose like this. One arm like this. And that looks fantastic, doesn't it? I want to hang it like that. See if I can do that from the ceiling. Continuing with the articulation, we do not only have articulation in the shoulders but also on the wrists. He can actually turn his hands around. Hands are molded fantastically as well, with little wrinkles and skin folds. The only thing I wish that his right hand would actually be molded into a fist, like you can see here, the classic Superman flying pose. But at least they didn't simply mirror the hands. His left hand is more open than his right one. He could hold an accessory or something in his right hand. And then we also have a point of articulation rarely seen in action figures of this scale on his lower body. You can actually turn all the way around like this. That's pretty fun, but yeah, it does give him an ultra wide range of movement, and you can assume many poses with that. That's fantastic to see. And then of course we have articulation in his hips. Let's see if he can sit like this. That's the maximum he can do. So yeah, he's somewhat sitting or leaning, and that's how far apart the legs can go. With that, of course, let's see how well this figure is able to stand. I would assume that should be pretty easy. Like this, it can. So that's with the legs all the way back, and then he can lean a little bit forward before tipping over. So, yeah, I would say that's pretty good posability. But what I do miss is having articulation in the knees and the elbows. That would have made the figure perfect. The plus point in not having joints in the knees and the elbow is that the figure looks, of course, much more authentic, since all the other joints are very discreet. So yeah, this is a fantastic toy which I will love for years, I'm sure, and it will be a fantastic display piece in my toy collection. If you want to get one of these, I said they are available on eBay. Still available as of early 2022, despite they were made back in 2006. Try to get a boxed one for definitely not more than $80. Anything above that is way too much. And if you're lucky, you can find loose figures for starting at $30. And when you make your selection, make sure that you get a figure that is in excellent condition like mine. The weak points are the paint job on his hair and on his front chest, so make sure that there are no scratches in these areas. These areas are really susceptible to wear and tear, so take a good look at the photos of the actual item you intend to buy and make sure you get an action figure that's in pristine condition like mine. I'm so super lucky that I was able to snag this one for $79. And for the end of this video, I want to show you the size comparison real quick between the track-specific 31-inch figures like this. So it's hardly noticeable. They are, even when they are standing close together, they go really well together in size. You want to have them on display or play with them. This is really a fantastic scale for action figures, but of course you do need to have the space for them. So yeah, I want to see if I can hang Superman from the ceiling to save on space, and if I'm not able to do that, he will assume Luke Skywalker's place and remain in the background of my future videos. So I hope to welcome you for my future videos, of course, as well, and I say goodbye until next Saturday for another episode of Kitwana's Toys. Bye.